A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs. The Boilermakers will put total weather and will get started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So SMU's offense will have first crack at this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. The Boilermakers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. Of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Purdue! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't.
There he goes. Quick step and go. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
A strike downfield. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Manziel. Throws to the back. Firing to the right, complete. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Field gets a little tighter here in the red zone. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Boilermaker! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Jukes his way for more. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man in the middle, and they'll knock him down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, SMU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing them.
Breaks into the open. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The screen, he can go.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got his man quickly. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Off the play fake on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off the play fake. He makes the grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Gets it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Handoff to the single running back. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Off-play action on first down. The quick out. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. This one's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. To throw, it's Manziel. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The play-action fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs,
he wants to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Makes his man, made him miss again. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense, quick tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Lost, the defense is wide open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking for a man. It's Van Zell. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming, and the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him before...
Turning it on! Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Purdue! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Leaves it with the back. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Scanning the field, it's Van Zell. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. The give to the single back. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. The Mustangs will kick it away first and will start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And the beatdown has ensued. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll try the run. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes in the 22. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. They just keep firing. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fakes the grab on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Thomas back to pass. On target. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Crosses the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Inside the 40. Quarterback gets past the marker. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category.
This quarterback... so good at creating. Plays break down. Things aren't perfect. He has the ability to buy time, use his athleticism, and torch a defense, and he did it right there with his legs.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Thomas looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Got a first down. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Complete to the right. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Thomas back to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just
too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. The Mustangs buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Thomas looking to fire. He's got an open man. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And they'll blow it dead just about the 45-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive.
He's running free down the middle. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Mustangs. The defense takes matters into hands. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
He'll pull it on a read. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these leg positions. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On the option. Now the pitch. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee.